still reeling from what went down with the Offspring in studio. You'd think I'd get used to this by now, but it's so jarring to me the way awkward Sky and awkward Emily are around, like, not only just celebrities, but just strangers in general. They fucking lose their mind, dude.
Yeah, and
it's crazy.
Sky's always like this.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. She's always
But
like
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Emily is like this around somebody that she thinks in Emily's world is a big celebrity.
Yeah,
and then she gets very important.
Yes.
Then she gets weird.
Really weird.
Really weird.
Yeah.
And there were several incidents that happened behind the scenes that we will now share.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Oh, my God.
Stop it.
So we just were talking about it on the air. We were saying Weirdo Sky has to make noises and oversell everything.
I'm supporting the band.
Yes.
What's crazy, Eddie, is she's been doing radio for 20 plus years,
Yes.
longer than that, 25, 30 years.
Yes.
So you'd think she would, at the point in her career, know, okay, I don't need to act a certain way. I've interviewed so many celebrities. I've interviewed rock bands. I'm good. I don't need to act like a lunatic.
No, see, this has nothing to do with
Their status.
Their status
Okay.
or Sky on the radio. This is who I've been my whole life. Like, my mom one time took us to
Don't be proud of that.
to a dinner theater of Tony and Tina's wedding.
All right. Well, I'm going to have that on this.
And like
Shut the fuck up.
me?
And I remember, like, halfway through, people
Tony
are
and
like kind of
Tina's
tapping out, like, okay, we're over this bit. I just want to eat my dinner and go. And not me. I'm like,
Oh, still in there.
oh,
huh?
I'm in there. I'm supporting them. I'm like, look how funny they are. So I've always been the over cheerer, the over supporter.
When your daughter stood there for
Your
a school
poor
play
daughter.
as a tree,
Yes, yes.
and didn't
It was a
move.
flower. It was a flower.
Whatever.
Yes, yes.
Were you doing the same thing there?
Of course, a
poor
zillion
thing.
percent. Yes,
Poor
I
little
have
thing.
had her soccer coaches in the past tell me I need to tone it down a little bit on the
Stop.
sidelines.
Oh, no.
So this is something in every facet
Yeah.
of my life that I do.
Yes, Sky will do this.
So there you
when we have like live performances, whether it be comedians or whether it be rock bands or whatever, Sky goes crazy. Like she loses her shit.
She loses her
Remember
mind.
when we had Gallagher in studio and he was
Unfortunately.
so unfortunately unfunny?
Yes.
Oh, he was?
But I had to
I couldn't
support
tell
him.
who was talking. Was it Gallagher or was it Sky?
Okay, can you not?
They look
I mean,
exactly the same.
He has a cul-de-sac, okay? Like, I think
Yeah.
you can tell.
It
Look
was
at
a
the tiny
pretty.
head.
It was pretty brutal.
It was awful.
And
She
she
was
was
dying laughing.
She was not only was she dying laughing, she acted as if fucking Richard Pryor was coming in studio.
Better.
Like
Yeah,
it was
bigger.
crazy.
So, if you missed it, Sky, right when they were about to do their song, Sky screams out, "Woo! All right!"
With the hand fist?
with a fist pump.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Sky, what is wrong with
Like
you?
they're like there's so much wrong with it.
Hey, dude,
Because they're gonna perform, they're gonna do a song. You don't need they got it.
picture your mom.
They got it.
For a second, just picture your mom,
Okay.
and she's with a group of girlfriends, and they're like, I don't know, in Vegas, and they're gonna see Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
Ricky
And
Martin.
He's like,
Oh,
all right,
you know.
we're gonna do Livin' La Vida Loca,
right.
and your mom would go, all right.
Yeah.
That's Sky.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Sky, you're kind of cool. Can you
I
not?
think it threw off Noodles for a
Oh
second.
yeah.
I threw
Well,
up.
think he
Noodles
looked-
looked over and went, "What the?
What the fuck?
Somebody just go woo, all right."
He said, "Why is Weird Al doing
Oh.
this?"
Excuse me. It's
That was
not
Gallagher.
Weird
It was
Al.
Gallagher.
It's stop it.
So
No,
where's your
I'm not.
watermelon? Where's your watermelon?
I'm neither of them. Okay, my name is Sky. I have curly hair.
Yeah. and then we were talking about how crazy Emily got.
This started from the moment her fiance got here. Right?
well,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Well,
I mean,
it's
that's
actually
when
started
this-
days before.
Days before.
Because who knew that Emily was as big? We play Offspring all the time.
Yeah.
Never a peep about what a big fan she is
Never.
of Offspring.
Not
I mean,
once.
which, okay, I guess, we
I
all
knew
are, we're all fans.
I knew she liked them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
liked them.
We're all fans.
We all
Yeah.
like them.
And so, but she's never revealed the level of fan that she actually is of the band Offspring. And so when she found out they were coming to town, we all heard her. She was pumped.
Yeah.
But I thought she would do that for, any band, really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But as the days got closer, the weirder and weirder she started getting, where she started to get kind of nervous. the awkwardness started to happen, and I started to get concerned. Like, is she gonna get weird in front of them?
Yep.
Well, guess what?
What?
Yep.
She did. Well, she did. She did. She got real weird. But this all started beforehand, like Thor was saying, because she wanted Robert to come in and meet the band too.
Who knew he was a big Offspring fan? Because he's such a
He is a
death
metalhead.
metal guy.
He likes all rock.
Yeah, he likes rock and punky stuff too. So
Yeah. And so he was pumped that, he must have hated when you were on Jeff and Jared because he never got to meet any bands or
Yeah,
see any
that's
cool
so
shows. Or,
he never got to do any of that stuff.
so he must be thrilled
Oh
that you're
yeah,
on this
he's beyond
show now.
pumped. Beyond
Yeah.
pumped.
He's basically the 6th member of the show.
Well,
Yeah,
kind of.
he is
Yeah.
now.
Really.
So Robert was here. He arrived and he showed up and he came into Emily's studio. He gets this goofy grin. He's like so excited, like when little kids come in here
Yes.
and they get really excited.
He
Yeah.
waves through the window.
And they were like, "Can I push the buttons, Mom?" Like, no.
He took a picture of all of us while we were on the air.
He did?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Did you hear?
What?
Well, when he left, he came in here to say
An
hi.
invasion.
He came in here to say hi to you guys, and we were about to go on. I'm like, okay, you can go sit in there, right? Because he was gonna.
You wouldn't let him sit in the
Yeah,
studio?
why
Why
don't you
can't
let
he
us
sit
like,
here?
We
I
have
had
chairs.
my wife's parents were in studio on Monday and they sat
Is he
in
not
here.
allowed to be in
Right
there?
He could sit
I didn't
in
know
here.
his phone was probably on, so I didn't know what he was.
You just didn't want him in here.
I
You
just
didn't
thought
want
it
him.
was.
just didn't
You
want
I
him
didn't
in
want him to
here.
be annoying to you guys.
Annoying. He's gonna say. He
We
would
actually
be.
like him.
I like Robert. I love Robert.
It would be insane if while we were on the air, he like starts talking
Yeah.
and doing like he's not
Can
a
you imagine?
fucking moron.
My wife Deborah comes in. I'm like, "Hey, babe, you got to go in there."
Yeah.
Sorry.
She'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Like, what an asshole I would be.
Yeah.
I thought he would want to be in there.
What the
He does.
Oh.
He's not
Would he
like
want to
you.
be in the other
He's
studio?
not like you.
Remember, you
He's
guys,
okay.
he doesn't care.
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
He
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
care.
care.
He doesn't
I just
care.
thought it
He
was the right thing to
stood
do.
up and took a picture of us.
He was so excited.
That's
He was
so
so
cute.
excited to be
Why
here.
would he want to be in the other studio?
He was
So she kicked him
working.
out. She
Yes,
kicked him out of the
she did.
studio.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we went to commercial break, our boss comes in here and
Yeah.
says, "Hey, I want to introduce you to the band before they go on, so you can kind of get to know them
Yeah.
and whatever." And I said, "Okay, cool." And so we're all kind of milling around, and then we get all our stuff and we leave to go meet the band. So it's me, Sky, Thor, Emily, and Robert. And as we come outside, I guess Laura Kane, our good friend Laura Kane, who's very good friends with Emily because they were both on Jeff and Jared together, who of course then knows Robert.
Right.
They see each other in the hallway.
And she's fucking stunned that he's off work.
She didn't say
Can't
that.
believe
She didn't say
he's
that.
not
she
working.
hasn't seen him since Emily left the show.
Exactly.
Really,
What was that, 5 years ago?
really.
And so they see each other and they're both like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
when
crazy.
When you see somebody you haven't seen in a long time who you used to be close with, don't you, "Hey, how you doing? How you
Yeah,
been?"
big
Real quick.
hug, the whole thing. Yeah.
Literally, they go, "Hey, how you doing?" And Emily barks out,
Yep.
"Robert, now we gotta go." Nobody was
As
rushing
if-
us.
yeah, as if-
nobody was like,
as-
"Hey, come on, we gotta get on stage or something like that."
Yeah, as if we're on a time limit
Right.
and we have to get on stage because there's a 10,000 people
Yeah.
waiting for us.
Nobody was doing that.
Nobody was doing that.
No.
And she yells at him in the hallway.
It's crazy.
"Robert, now we gotta go."
That's
And I
exactly
went-
what happened.
And I went, "Oh my God.
It was
lot.
crazy.
Why do you treat this man like such
Okay,
shit?"
I don't always treat him like that, and
I've heard you talk
okay,
to
you
him
don't
like
know
that
what
before.
happens at home. Okay,
You're yelling at me like you yell at him. I don't appreciate
Let me
that.
talk.
Eddie,
I ain't your
Let
man.
me talk.
I ain't your man.
Let me talk.
I ain't your man. You
Let
don't
me
talk
talk.
to me like that.
Let me talk.
Uh-oh. here we
Eddie,
go.
the only thing you're leaving out is that she whispered, "You're not a fucking man."
I didn't say that to him. I did not say
Oh,
that
I
to him.
missed
I
that.
ran away. I didn't want to hear this.
I
anymore.
was really anxious and nervous, like
No,
we
you
know.
don't say.
And I thought and knew that Robert would start talking to Laura because he's done stuff like this before, where I
What a
was trying to
piece
go
of
somewhere.
shit.
He would keep talking
When
to
you
her,
tried to meet Offspring and
and then
didn't get to meet
I
him?
would have to wait for him, and I didn't want to miss out on meeting them.
So this is a you thing.
Well, this is like, come on, we don't have time to sit there and catch up for 2
we're
minutes.
good. We're
He
gonna
said
do.
hello.
He just said hello. How you
But
doing?
he was going to. I knew that they were gonna stop
Even
and talk.
if he did.
You know where we are.
He
Yeah,
did not know
we're
where
going-
He just walked in
You.
almost.
No, you.
Oh, me. Yes.
We're gonna go into the studio. We're gonna do 2 breaks with them. There's gonna be commercials. You're eventually going to meet them.
I know, but I didn't want to be late to go into that room. I didn't want to not be with you guys. I wanted to be walking as a group with you guys.
You were so mean to the guy.
I wasn't mean to him.
Oh.
I wasn't mean to him. I just said, come on.
Oh,
We gotta
no,
go.
that's not how it went.
Robert, come on.
We were all there. We heard how it went.
Yeah.
It was a little.
I got
There
scared.
was bass in your voice. I feel like if you would have switched out Reed and Robert, it would have been the same way.
Oh,
You want to be on restriction, Robert?
Yeah.
Do you want to play the Switch tonight, Robert?
Oh shit!
Okay.
Sorry, Groovies.
All right.
So that happened,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, at some point I yell out, "Hey, Emily, get Robert up there. I want him to get a picture with the guy."
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, because
And-
we took a picture as a
Right.
show, but Robert
He's
wasn't
there.
in there. But yeah,
And they were taking pictures with the P1s that were in studio, so I had no problems with Robert taking a picture. So I said to Emily, I'm like, get him up there, let's go. And so she did.
Yeah.
To her credit, she walked
Yeah, it
him
was
up.
always my plan. I mean, to get a picture of Robert with because I knew that there was going to be P1s with the meet and greet.
Okay.
oh, always the plan.
Again,
Well,
again, I don't know why you're talking to me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
As soon as the crowd sees Robert, they
lose
start chanting.
They lose it.
Robert, Robert, Robert.
Robert.
The face, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, the face Emily is giving
was
right
crazy.
now is the face she was giving
Yes.
in the performance
I
studio.
was so annoyed.
In front of fucking Offspring.
Yeah.
Fucking Offspring
Yeah,
is
they
on
weren't-
stage. Dexter and
They
fucking
weren't chanting
Noodles.
Offspring.
No, they
were
weren't.
chanting for
No.
Robert.
That is so
Tells
embarrassing.
you how massive he is.
Oh, really? How massive he is?
Proud of the guy.
yeah.
Fucking Offspring's on stage and they're chanting Robert, Robert, and then they start saying how to get off work.
Why does she hate that people like him?
Yeah,
don't hate the
it's
people
all
like- I don't hate the
She's a
people
little
like him.
jealous.
Yeah,
I don't hate the people
oh,
like him.
jealous.
Never
Just
heard
the
has
chanting.
anybody chanted Emily?
No,
No.
I
Not once,
haven't.
ever.
Nobody would.
Oh no.
Really?
Nobody would.
I don't want people to
That's
chant
a-
Emily.
that's
It's just
a-
that they
that's a
chant Robert to
stupid
annoy
chant.
me.
That's a stupid chant.
They chant Robert to annoy me.
Yeah.
To annoy you.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Why
I
don't
think
they
people just like
maybe they
him.
like the guy?
Oh, they
He's
like
a nice
him fine.
guy.
Of Thanks Danny fame?
Oh, I love
They
Thanks,
like him
Danny.
fine.
They like him fine.
They like him fine. It's just
That's
it's
your
over the
opinion.
top.
Thanks,
It's
Danny.
too much. I don't need it every time he's
She
around.
was so pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, so annoying.
Can I tell you what also made her mad?
What?
So he comes back and he goes, he didn't say thanks, Danny. He goes, thanks, Eddie.
Thanks,
Because
Danny.
I was the one that facilitated the picture. He didn't thank Emily.
She wants the credit.
So,
She wants.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it later.
Well,
Oh shit!
Oh, my
that
God.
was strong.
Well, listen, she's the one obviously that got him in here and you know, and all
yeah.
that stuff. But I'm the one that facilitated the picture.
no, it was
Like,
nice
I
of you.
can't
Eddie.
get a
got him,
thanks.
brought him up there.
It was really nice that he said
I mean,
thank
I'm
you.
the one that did it all.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was the one that made it happen.
I'm pretty sure I was going to get him a picture.
Why-
Just because you said
so-
the words.
So he can't say thank you to me?
I would have said
Like
that.
a little bit of an ass kissing, if you ask me.
Oh my god, that's a little crazy.
Thank me.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of this craziness is going down.
Yes.
Finally, the set's over. Everything was great.
all
We're
shaking
talking to him,
hands.
thanking him. In fact, Dexter talked to Thor more about piloting.
Which was
and,
awesome.
And he was all into it.
So what happened? So we walk out of there, and Dexter starts asking me about my license and all that stuff, which was so cool and nice. He must have so many certifications and ratings on his license because he's flying a jet around everywhere. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
What?
And I'm more impressed with his musical ability
Yeah.
piloting, but
Yeah.
it's me.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So we're talking about that, and Noodles is getting in on it.
Yeah.
And I say, tell me the airport they're at, and I know that airport. They flew from Sacramento, I think this morning,
Yeah.
and Dexter flew. I'm like, that's so crazy. And we're in the middle of talking about this, and
His arms
Emily.
must be tired, huh?
No.
No.
Seth.
So
Who's from the crowd?
We're in the middle of talking, and Emily goes, "Hey, can I get a selfie with you guys?"
You finished up. Eddie was asking if he could autograph a guitar. That's not true.
Whoa.
That's
First
not
of all,
true.
pump the brakes.
That's not true.
Pump the brakes.
Oh no.
I wasn't asking for me to get an autograph
No, I know.
guitar.
I know.
One of the P1s brought a guitar. I wanted to make
It
sure
was
he
very
got it
nice
signed.
because I wouldn't have done that.
Well, okay, fair enough.
So Eddie was being very nice.
Yeah.
But this was after the fact.
This is her thing.
You guys know she does this.
She did this before.
She interrupts people at the worst times possible. Do we remember at our big comedy show at
Yep.
Saquon when an amazing back and forth was going on between Jay Moore and
yeah.
Craig Gass, where they were doing like a impression off. And I'm
Dude.
sitting there like in awe of
like
what I'm watching.
once in a lifetime.
It's just me and Emily standing there,
Yeah.
and they're doing this,
So
and it's
pissed
like
I
this
missed
is
it.
the greatest
too.
thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And fucking Emily
Ruins it.
kept interrupting them, going, "We need to take a picture, guys. We need to take a picture. Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture now?" And literally, they stop and go, can you hang on a second?
Yeah.
We're kind of doing something right now. And she couldn't pick up the clue.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
hey,
crazy.
Well,
not the right time, Emma.
So Noodles is giving me advice about something, and then Dexter goes, "It's all about side picture, man. You got to get that." And then Emily goes, "Yeah, but can I get a selfie with you guys?"
Oh, my God.
I didn't want them to leave without it. I didn't want them to leave without
They're
it.
going backstage where you are going
I
to.
thought they were walking away.
I was
And they were
"All right,
talking.
well, it's nice
Walking
meeting."
to the plane?
I thought they were walking away, like they were leaving.
They were standing there.
I know. I
And
just
why
didn't want
do
to miss
you
my
need a
moment.
selfie?
Because I'm a massive fan, and I wanted.
You took a picture
On
with
but
them.
a selfie's cooler.
Oh, my God.
A selfie's cooler.
You can't fangirl out. This is our show.
I think that's flattering
Hoping.
To who?
to them.
They've never been asked to take a
think
selfie
they-
before. This is the first time.
I think honestly, I think for them talking about something like flying is probably way more
Oh, that was way more interesting.
interesting than taking a selfie with.
I'm not
this,
saying
this,
that
they-
this super fan.
I'm not saying hanging out with me is better by any means. I'm just saying that they probably like the fact that somebody interviewing them was like thought they were really cool. I mean, I don't think they hated it.
Okay.
You think that they didn't like it?
No, I'm not saying that.
I did see him roll his eyes.
Okay. Which one, Noodles or?
I eat both.
Oh, wow.
No.
It was a semi. It was a.
No,
Wow.
they were
I'm
so
on a roll.
nice.
So I'm thinking, I don't know, next time, big celebrity in, maybe you guys,
What?
sit this one out.
Hey, no,
Well,
we're
you
great.
guys get so weird.
don't.
Can you not be weird? Oh, yeah, right.